So what's up with this 1070 Ti? Is it really gonna happen? And why? Stay tuned. Welcome back to GamerMeld. It looks like the 1070 Ti is about as official as it can get without actually being announced. I did a video a little while back on the possibility of a 1070 Ti, but it was very much just a pretty random rumor at that point. Since then, we've gotten more confirmation of the upcoming NVIDIA GPU SKU. This time, it was found in MSI's Afterburner beta, which added voltage control for the alleged upcoming card. WCCF Tech also claims to have confirmed with 3 different board partners that the card not only exists, but should actually be coming later this month. And now we have some rumored leaks on the upcoming 1070 Ti specs, as well as an interesting development for the card. First up are the rumored specs, which were originally reported by xpreview.com. According to this, the 1070 Ti is running off a new variant of the GP104. It'll be utilizing the same 7.2 billion transistors as the 1080, but only uses 2532 CUDA cores versus the 1080's 2560. Yeah, you heard that right. Basically, there's very little difference. But the 1070 Ti is rumored to come in at a full $100 less. Yeah, that's a cost difference of over 25% with a mere 1.1% core difference. It also offers the same base frequency of the 1080 at 1607 MHz, though a slightly lower boost clock at 1683 MHz. And both have the same TDP of 180 watts. Oddly enough, the 1070 Ti is said to not have a reference model and will only come in custom variants by board partners. The last key difference between the 1070 Ti and 1080, if these specs are accurate, is the use of GDDR5 in the 1070 Ti instead of GDDR5X. I ultimately don't think it would make much of a difference, but until we get a good bit of benchmarks, we don't know for sure. Okay, so you're probably wondering why NVIDIA would sell what's essentially a 1080 at $100 less. If anything, a card with such little difference in spec should easily cannibalize the 1080, right? Well, the why I think is pretty simple. Vega 56 seems to be a great sweet spot for AMD, with mostly faster benchmarks than the 1070, yet similarly priced. Basically, NVIDIA wants to win in all tiers of their desktop GPUs, and considering Volta won't be out until next year, that's a long time to wait. But of course, this doesn't help that they'd be cannibalizing their 1080, and that's where the second bit of news comes in. The answer is yes and no, at least according to these rumors. The issue is that they're a little confusing. eTechnics essentially states these won't be overclockable, period, from anyone, including board partners. But XPreview states that you can manually overclock them. Of course, given Afterburner is offering support, and XPreview updated the article later to claim an exclusive that really does allow for manual overclocking. That's more than likely the case. The question, I think, is how NVIDIA's marketing team plans to display the lack of overclocking, but not really the lack of overclocking thing. I feel like the consumer who doesn't know the card can manually overclock to effectively become a 1080 is the same consumer who would simply buy the 1080 because it's 10 numbers higher. With that said, maybe those who simply don't feel comfortable overclocking will find the $100 worth it. But even then, if these numbers are right, I highly doubt it would be worth the price jump. Basically, if all of this is accurate, the 1070 Ti could be a must-buy for those looking at a card in the $400 to $500 price point. So while that does it for today, what do you think about NVIDIA's more than likely future card? Excited to pick one up, or are you just waiting for Volta? Let me know down in the comments below. And definitely don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. It helps the channel out, and most importantly, helps keep my raps fresh. I'm kidding, I don't usually rap. That does it for now. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the round icon in the middle. You can check out the most recent video and suggest a video to the left. Thanks so much for coming, and as always, have a great day.